explain what's going on. This is Talkaoke, it's a kind of talk show we've created this event called Think Tank, where we want people to think about what's going to be in the tank. We've just got some photos here of the space. We've got, as I said, our expert visualizer Zsolt that's going to, whatever ideas you come up with, he is going to attempt to visualize them instantly. This idea here is to fill the whole space with oil, or this is the idea to do it up nicely, make it a sort of like kind of slightly 2001 style Baroque palace. This is kind of like to turn it into a slave labour camp for artists. That's the, to a swimming pool. Do you think that got a lot of popularity, a swimming pool idea? And that's it so far, but we want you to come up with your ideas. What do you think we should have down there in those tanks?
It's just interesting going to space. I mean, I'll just echo what Nick was saying, really. That, you know, I kind of like, it was, I mean, I went up and asked the woman who was showing us around, I said, oh, can't we just keep it as it is, you know? And are you going to build any natural light? I thought it would be really great to have some of the, like turn some of the ceiling, maybe put a bit of a glass or a bit of light in there so it kind of...
Like a kind of skylight, just with the light coming. It'll almost be like the Pantheon in Rome or something like that, with the light coming down from the top.
Natural light.
Yeah. What's that?
Or Cheops Pyramid, where there's just that's what was the power of it. There was a single ventilation shaft or light shaft that allowed at certain times light, and then it becomes really something.
One swimming pool.
Yeah.
One trampoline.
Yeah.
And a whole beach.
A beach. Okay. Oh, we've got. Okay, look, we've already got that. How fast is that? That's amazing. We've already got the beach. We've got this kind of land art idea going on.
Whatever. I think it's something that's in flux and it changes because the community isn't static. It changes all the time, and you could create. So you could say, you could give an artist a brief, you know, the interpretation of a swimming pool. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be a conventional swimming pool.
So like an art swimming pool, basically.
Something that's interactive, that you can get involved in. Like, I heard something about an underground like cave or something to climb on. You have like a little theme park down there, kind of. You know, like you can have wildlife and like trees and stuff. Maybe have like climbing ropes and stuff like that. You can get something that's interactive that everyone can do.
I like the idea of climbing arts and so on. I mean, it's still within the concept of Tate, but it's quite different, and that's pretty cool.
Make it a massive ball pond. You know those where you fill it with balls and then you could just dive in. That'd be amazing. And then it's sort of like activity and relaxation, because I'm sure you could lie on top of the balls, maybe have a little massage.
I mean,
something for children.
What do you think would be a good thing for children to get them hooked on the drug of art early on, so that
they can get involved and be sort of creating things themselves, whether it's models or water or sort of building something.
I don't only think young people, I also think hard to reach people as well, and even people that may have whatever difficulties that they're going through. There should be some kind of marketing event down there, or some kind of marketing suite or something that literally tries to galvanise the people in this area, because although this is very affluent, a lot of people with money come here, it's in quite a deprived borough actually, and I think there should be just more activities, place for content, everything, but also geared towards people who are hard to reach.
But there's already skateboarding on the South Bank, which is a bit sort of grey whether it's allowed or not. But by bringing it into the Tate, into one of these magnificent spaces, and doing the filming, you could, you know, make a big kind of art out of their skating, and bring in, you know, the teenage boys especially off the streets or whatever, and into a fun place like this, and then sort of make art out of it and put it on the internet.
If there was stuff more interesting to do, like activities, like finding stuff in the gallery, finding
like a kind of treasure hunt sort of thing. Okay, so you're like a trying to trail a treasure hunt through the gallery, that sort of thing.
And you get prizes for it.
Okay.
There'll be reading and drawing. Resting. And enjoying. You can have an activity room.
An activity room? What kind of activities would you like to see down there?
Drawing and watching films.
I'd like to get a giant HD screen down there and just a big sofa, and then just watch football down there. on my own. Is that all right?
I don't know about on your own. Yeah.
Movies on the roof, yeah, and just mattresses so we can lie down.
Yeah. So project movies onto the roof. We've got amazing ideas.
A film school or a sound school in there.
A school?
Like a film school or sound school.
Well, film will be very good because obviously it's quite dark in there. There's no natural light. So film school. What do other people think?
I don't know who was the artist, but his idea was that people can bring in their trash, hand it over for free to the artist. The artist will turn it into something like an art piece, and then you can buy it back for the amount of money you think it's worth it.
Okay. Do you think there should be a space that local artists can exhibit in? That's reserved, and maybe it's a bit like the sort of fourth plinth where any artist can say, listen, I've got my work, I want to show it, I want a weekend down here.
That might be a bit difficult, but maybe like commission an artist for a month and have changeovers, and perhaps maybe make a local sort of publication, like more involve more sort of illustrators as well, because I think it's a difficult time and we need to be promoted, and rather than like massive sculptures and really serious stuff, maybe bring it down to earth a bit. Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't all have to be monumental. This is your artwork, Erica. Put large on the wall. I don't know how Zsolt managed to do that so quickly.
I think I'd like to actually see artists sort of in situ working like on massive sculptures, to actually see the process. I think that'd be fascinating.
I would prefer to have this School of Art idea.
You like the art school idea, the School of Art, getting young people in a young people's School of Art?
Other performance. I mean, it would be a fantastic space to do dance, theatre pieces, especially commission pieces. That would be fantastic down there, I think.
To get the young and the old together, working on a project or doing something, hands-on things, activity, as you say. Because you haven't got it really. Well, you have got it here in the spaces with children. And
how do you expand on that intergenerational element of
music, dance, drama?
What about dance space? That's a platform where like old and young people can meet and just like.
So a kind of like sort of communal dance space where everyone can come and dance together. What do people think about that?
I'd quite like to see it as an event space as well.
Yeah.
You've got things like, I don't know, silent disco. That kind of takes away the point of the acoustics. But if you play with that idea, getting a load of people down there, moving around in the space and.
I love the Tate, and it's full of ideas and people, and they're starting and doing things that's creative, and I think this is great. And just listening to you all now, I'm amazed by your ideas and its feelings. Lovely.
Yeah, it is. I'm sort of awash with the possibility, all the different possibilities. Okay, this is the idea. This is the intro to the whole thing, which is also the outro. So let's have a big round of applause for everyone. Thanks for taking part in Think Tank.